Hi, Leo. Okay, so, as I promised, we're going to do the second half of March right away because you guys were so fantastically patient. Trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, loving yourself. That is the theme for March, all of it. And I feel like that it's a really big time for you guys to do that. I want to mention that as I was picking up the cards from the first spread, the Two of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. So I know that there is something that you're really, really focused on getting. And someone, a relationship. There's something that's very, very strong in your life that feels like it's like due time, you know? Hold on a second. I got to get comfortable. I've been freezing, so I've got my blanket all wrapped up in my blanket. I've been really trying to take really good care of myself this week because it's been kind of rough. And when you get into a low vibration like that, it's so hard to move forward, right? So that's why I really want you guys to trust in yourself and believe in yourself in March, because really good things are coming. And there is that relationship there that you really want to have. But let's see what the second half of March will bring for you in that relationship, in work, in home life. Because there's somebody that is very suited for you, but I feel like you're still holding on to something else. And I'm not sure if you recognize who is actually very suited for you. And if you do recognize it, you're deceiving yourself that you can't walk away from something right now. We have the Five of Swords, and we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Star. We got the Star, so there could be an Aquarius in your environment. But the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups is really telling me that you feel like you're deceiving yourself, that you cannot get away from whatever is currently holding you back, holding you down. And whatever is holding you down, once you get away from it, you know, this is like that big healing moment that Leo needs. This is that balancing out. This is, you know, wishing on a star and getting what we wish. This is knowing, that very, very knowing, you know? March is, I don't really want to talk about all the planets that are happening in March. What I want to mention, because you guys really are focused on this relationship that's going on, is Mercury and Venus are going into Aries. Actually went into Aries today. And this kind of affects your love bubble. Mercury is the planet of communication. Venus is the planet of love. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is currently in Sagittarius. It is a time that could cause arguments. It's a time that, you know, I don't want you guys to get caught up in really believing in something, and then feeling like you're not going to get it. Like you're really deceiving yourself that, like, this shit's not going to happen for me. I've been waiting for it for way too long. Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. I don't feel like it's going to happen. I don't feel like it's going to happen. That kind of conflict in your life will not serve you right now. That kind of conflict in your mind will not serve you right now. I feel like Leo needs to become a little bit more balanced in what they're thinking. And that's why I think the believing in yourself and trusting in yourself, you know. And once we get to the full moon, we have the moon card here. Once we get to the full moon in Libra, that will be a culmination of balancing out things in your life. Because Libra is all about the scales, and we all need to have a little bit of balance. It's going to be our once a year balancing. So, Sun goes into Aries at the end of March. And with Mercury and Venus there for about 3 weeks, along with, Jupiter is going retrograde. There's going to be a lot of introspection happening. But if you're doing a lot of introspection and you're like, I don't like what I see right now, try not to make it a really big deal on the outside. Like that argument, you don't want to have that argument because all you're doing right now is just waiting. And this is really, it's like, I'm bored is what I'm feeling right now. You're like, I'm bored because all I'm doing right now is waiting. And that deception of you thinking that all you're doing is waiting and nothing's actually happening in your life, because these two cards are all about waiting. Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands. I mean, you're actively waiting, right? So instead of waiting, stop deceiving yourself that you can't make it happen. And nobody has to know about it. Like, why do you have to talk about it? You don't have to talk about what you're doing. There it is. The Lovers. You don't have to tell people all of your plans, Leo. And it doesn't even have to, I mean, like, this doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be a Gemini that you're dealing with, and it's work related. People don't have to know, or it's family related. We got the Six of Cups, so it's really funny because I was like, this doesn't have to be a relationship, and the Six of Cups comes out. That, like, totally was an in-your-face moment for me. Like, the cards were like, shut up and just talk about the relationship already, because we all know that that's what you guys want to hear. And I should have known better, right? You guys really want this. But the problem is you've been sitting back and waiting for it to come to you for so long. What is it that you're not clearing in your life? How can you make that better for you? How can you make this whole situation better for you? Because that's really what March is all about, is making things better for you. That's what Leos need to think about. So through the second half of March, instead of waiting, just do it. Be that Leo. Yes, Leo is fixed, but you guys are also fire. Fire's moving. Fire's action-oriented. It's scary. But why don't you make that move? Why don't you do that instead of just waiting? Okay. Aries season. There's the Emperor. Aries season. The Empress. Trusting in yourself. Believing in yourself. Coming into your power, Leo. And we have the Nine of Cups, because this is what you want. So make it happen. Instead of waiting for somebody else to get off their ass and get their shit together and make it happen for you, you do it. You be in charge. And the worst that can happen here is, because you're not saying anything. So the worst that can happen is that you are hurt, but I don't see that happening. The Emperor and Strength and the Hermit. So there you are in all of your glory, strength, being in control. If you retreat within yourself to find this control, don't stay in this hermit mode for too long. If you have a Virgo in your life, this Virgo is coming out of a time in March where, like, it's been a rough year for Virgos so far. Virgos have really found this very emotional part of them that's hard to show. And now they're kind of coming out of that state. But March is going to be very interesting, and you might, if you have a Virgo in your life, try and be a little gentle about it. If you have an Aries in your life, they're doing fantastic. Take your pick. Pick your poison, right? Leo. This connection to me feels really good and really open and really honest. But I want you to be honest with yourself also. That if things aren't going the way that you want them to go in this connection, this relationship, this union, if you're not getting everything that you desire, make sure you're making that happen. Make sure you are getting everything that you desire and you are making it happen. And somebody else isn't making your desires for you or telling you what you know. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, and then the Ace of Pentacles right behind it, and there's that Virgo person that we were talking about. Could be also a Taurus. We have the Empress here. Could be Taurus. Those are the two earth signs I'm seeing. But the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles is telling me, it's like this can be very stable. But you have to make it so. Don't wait on the Virgo. If you're waiting on the Virgo to make something stable right now, that's not going to happen. Because the Virgo is trying to become stable themselves. But you guys are in a really good place. There's just that one thing. What is this one thing that you need to walk away from and leave behind? Whatever this is putting you in a very excellent spot. Because if you walk away from this, and in your thoughts, you're thinking, because, you know, the swords are thoughts. You're deceiving yourself. You're thinking, oh my God, this is, like, if I walk away from this, it's going to be the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to be poor. Like, I'm not going to have any money. And then I'm just going to be waiting longer and longer. But the thing is, though, is the universe is guiding you through this and saying, no, this is a healing process for you. Sorry, my crystals keep right there. This is a healing process for you, and this is actually going to bring you into balance when you choose to walk away and no longer deceive yourself that you can't. Yeah? So really trust yourself, trusting in yourself. It is going to be heavy. 10 of Wands and the Tower. I love getting the 3 of Pentacles behind the Tower, especially when it's followed up by the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, you'll be up in your head. We'll get there in a minute. 10 of Wands and the Tower. It's going to be really burdensome. It's going to be really heavy. It's going to be something that is like, it's almost like that instant decision that you're going to have to make. Because do I want to stay on the path that I'm on right now that's not serving my life? Or do I want to make things better for me and my Aries or Virgo or Taurus or whoever, Aquarius? Do I want to do better and be better? Or do I want to stay where I am? And I think March is really going to come in and ask you that question. And you're going to have to make that Tower moment decision. Towers are not bad. Everybody's like, oh my God, we got the Tower in the reading. No. Towers are all about evolution. Towers are all about moving things forward. You guys are being set up for prime real estate is really what I want to say. You guys are being set up for time in your life where there will be more learning moments for you. There will be moments where you can teach others and you can learn from others. And it's your lucky day. And like, again, like, you'll be up in your head about it, 8 of Swords, but this is self-inflicted. So try not to do this to yourself. We have the Chariot. Like, it's going to go really fast, and that's why you're going to be up in your head. But it's your lucky day. Like, shit's happening for you. And a Leo isn't going to be held back. Not anymore. Because you felt like you have been. You felt like people were just kind of taking advantage of you and relying on all of your services and, you know, whatever. No, it's time to push forward and go forward. And I feel like you're creating the Tower moment. I feel like you are creating the evolution for March. Which is fantastic. Because right behind the Tower is the Three of Pentacles, and that's where we start all over again. And your goal is the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And you're going to get there. So March looks fantastic. And I love you guys so much that I had to do a double reading for you. I'm glad I did because I love it. I love what March is representing for you guys. Again, if you would like a personal reading, check out the InstantGo app or my website, fearlessintuition.net. I did open up more email readings, the $10 email readings, just for you guys because I was so late getting this. They all sold out, and I wanted to give you guys a chance. I will not be opening up any more in March. I'll open up some more in April. So when they're gone this time, they're gone. It's taking about a week to 10 days for me to get that email out because there are so many, and I'm doing like 4 and 5 a night. So, I hope you guys are well, and make sure you're checking out the website, for all the services. Oh, 10% off all through March. No fear. NOFEAR. There's, no space in between. Just no fear. Coupon code 10% off all the services. Okay. I love you guys. See you for April. Bye.